Yeah, and we are now watching the storm. It has made its way off of Cuba, now working its way through the southern Gulf of Mexico. In that track, we're seeing those little minor changes here and there, but the overall message hasn't really changed all that much. We're still expecting significant impacts along the west coast, and a lot of this is going to extend well inland as well. Already, you're seeing a lot of these rain bands working their way through the southern part of the state. You're seeing these winds gusting over tropical storm force already down in Key West, seeing the winds gusting up to 46 miles an hour. So here's the latest. Winds currently at 115 miles an hour. Weakened just ever so slightly as it worked its way over Cuba, but it will re-strengthen as it moves across the southern Gulf of Mexico, moving to the north at 10 miles an hour. That forecast track continues to nudge a little bit to the right, a little bit down towards the south and east. So arrival time along the coastline could be 6 to 12 hours earlier than what was originally anticipated a couple of days ago. But we're still talking about potentially a landfalling system and then slowing down because you see how close these are together. So here we are at Wednesday night, and then by Thursday night, you can see we've only gone from, say, Sarasota up towards Orlando. And we say this all the time, you can't focus in on that exact spot because we continue to see these little adjustments. So anywhere inside of this yellow shaded area is still fair game that we could see this landfall, and you're going to see the impacts, not only the wind, but the storm surge, especially on that right-hand side, and then the rainfall amounts. We do have the hurricane warning that goes from basically Pinellas County down to the south. Tropical storm warnings elsewhere, and then that storm surge. We're seeing the surge numbers going up down across our southern counties, maybe a little bit better situation, but still we will see significant flooding, and then the rainfall amounts, very significant. We'll talk more about that. We'll show you a lot more information coming up in just a few minutes, Linda.
Thank you so much, Jim. Well, now to the latest on evacuations. Tens of thousands of residents across the Bay Area are under mandatory evacuation orders right now. In Hillsborough County, officials expanded the mandatory evacuation order to now include Zone B. So residents in Zone A and B and those in mobile homes or in low-lying areas must be evacuated by 9 o'clock tonight. In Pinellas, Zones A, B, and C are all under evacuation orders, and access to barrier islands have been cut off to non-residents or business owners. In Hernando, mandatory evacuations have been issued for all areas west of US 19, which includes Zones A, B, and C, and those in mobile homes. And in Manatee County, Zones A and B have been told to evacuate. In Pasco and Sarasota and Citrus counties, everyone in Zone A needs to evacuate.